What's up VR gamers, my name is Josh13 and this is our review of No Man's Sky on the PlayStation VR2. Welcome Noob Tank, I can safely say you enjoyed this game a lot, didn't you?
I sure did, Josh13. This game is straight up my alley. I can't wait to share my thoughts with the viewer.
Have you got any good chemistry jokes?
Nah, I would tell you a good one, but they are gone.
Okay, what can you tell me about the game?
This is a space survival game. You have a case of memory loss and little by little you get some information about your past. The first thing you have to do is fix your exosuit, spaceship and multi-tool. You gather atoms to repair, construct, refine, refuel and rebuild.
You are a real space explorer. You can scan new plant life, rocks and fight enemies, on a planet or in outer space. You can buy, sell, craft and build loads of things in this game. By mining and selling resources and scanning new life, you can upgrade your gear or buy new ones. There are also missions you can do to keep you entertained. It's a grind to keep you amused for hours. How do I know? Well, you have never seen Noob Tank play this game. I have to beg to get my turn.
Sorry for this, Josh13, but when I see a vast amount of stars and alien planets, I just can't help myself but raising my thumb and explore the expanse before me. Furthermore, isn't the whole point of gaming this escape from reality? I can use my multi-tool to mine all sorts of elements to craft new stuff from. And I feel like in the hours we've played this game already, we haven't even touched the surface. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more PlayStation VR2 content.
I never ever played a game like this. It never really dawned on me to try this instead of the shooters that I normally play. But when I started this channel to get me out of the comfort zone and explore new games. And this game delivers. And then some. And I can certainly say I really enjoyed flying in the game and see what's living on the next planet. And I think this is Minecraft on steroids. They just have to expand the biolife.
When I started playing this game, I was in awe of the vastness of the whole thing. So many planets to explore, so many stars to see, so many galaxies to observe. The starting worlds look a bit barren, but then again, there are so many planets. Some of them are bound to have more life than others. In this regard, it's not really realistic. That's not a flaw of this game, because a realistic space exploring game would have way less planets where life would exist, and thus would make for a pretty boring game on most of the planets out there.
I'm going to say this often, but I just love the new sense controllers compared to the motion controllers. Walking works great, you can look and walk in a different direction. You mainly use your left wrist to craft, build and view your inventory. Note, in your inventory you can craft an item in an empty slot. You also have a jetpack you control with the action button. Flying has a learning curve at the start. You only use your wrist to use your flight stick. So pushing and pulling on the stick doesn't do anything, but let you go loop-de-loop over and over again. Talking about a personal experience here. Holding X will lock onto enemy ships, what makes air combat almost too easy. You activate your scanner by holding your left hand by your ear and pressing the Alt2 trigger. This will help you discover new life forms, materials and deposits.
Most of the sounds in this game are nicely done, but the one thing I hated was the sound in hyperspeed, when rocks are hitting my ship. The impact sounds are so awful, I thought it would break the TV speakers. I hope they will remove this as soon as possible, to make my space exploration more enjoyable. Also, there's not a real language spoken, so there's a lot of reading involved. I think it breaks the immersion into this game. It would be so much better if the aliens actually spoke to you, instead of just reading gibberish.
The graphics look just fine. It's a small step up from the PlayStation 4 version, but everything runs much smoother. There are beautiful sceneries in the game, I have to give them that. I just love the startup screen where it just flown into space. It really hypes me up to start playing.
I would give this game a 9 out of 10.
If it would be just me, I would rate the game a solid 8. It's not my genre. That's why I'm glad Noob Tank was here today to help me with this review. I do wish there was more life forms in the game. I would have preferred if there were more hostile beings you can shoot, instead of just scanning them. Maybe it's just my itchy trigger finger talking, but I just want to have a little less conversation and a little more action. It does feel amazing to be able to play the game of this magnitude in VR.
If it would be just me, I would give this game a 10. because this is my jam. I have the exact opposite taste of Charge 13 and enjoy the slow pace, relaxing and discovering. There's no need for a great number of enemies. I am perfectly content exploring new worlds and meeting the creatures of said world, building my base and then go on to the next one in my spaceship.
Thank you for watching. Consider liking and subscribing if you haven't for more PlayStation VR content.